Ah! There's bees in my ass. The bees are in my ass.
There's a bee in my ass.
There's a snake in my poop.
You might want to get that looked at.
No.
Okay.
Anyways, alright, so camping. I was gone for
Victor
3
was
days.
gone for 3 days. I'm gonna
Oh, that's a
get
stank
the...
burp.
Jesus, dude.
I want more dessert, man. The white chocolate M&Ms aren't great. Not gonna lie.
I wasn't
appreciate
sure
that
if they
you
would
got
be
them,
good. I
but,
saw
like,
them and I was like, oh, maybe
I'd had
Victor
them
will like
before,
these.
and
Oh, I
I
didn't know
them
you'd
with
had
you.
them.
Yeah, I thought you had tried them with me.
No, I don't like white chocolate.
I remember you saying that, but I think I made you eat one.
I don't think I did.
Okay. Anyways,
Because that was the first
they're
time I
not-
had seen the
they're
white
not- they're
chocolate
not very good.
M&Ms.
I appreciate the effort, though.
I did it because I love you.
I know. I know. Just white chocolate M&Ms aren't any good. It sucks.
That's
It's
because
like
white chocolate is the inferior chocolate.
it's just it doesn't satisfy you in the right way. Or like with the white chocolate is good white chocolate, but it doesn't taste right with like the candy shell.
I think, yeah, the candy coating probably adds an unusual
It's weird.
flavor aspect.
God,
Oops.
how am I supposed to get that? It's strange. I guess I can just throw my hat under
That
there.
is a...
It's a peculiar spot. Anyways,
Anywho.
let's not dwell on that.
So Victor told his story about his camping experience. Victor, would you say that while you were having this experience, you were in survival mode?
What?
Would you say you were in survival mode during your camping experience?
What does survival mode mean?
Because I feel like while you were gone, I was in survival mode at home.
Huh. Survival
And
mode.
I'll explain to you what I mean by survival mode. I don't necessarily mean it in the sense that I was dying and I was, you know, scraping by to continue my existence. But for me, survival mode, it was like while you were gone, my life reverted back to the way it was before
Aw.
I lived with you.
Yeah.
Which for me just means sitting around and watching absolutely pointless, awful horror movies.
Oh, I could just shoot it. There you go.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
While you were gone, I watched 6 Saw movies.
Oh my, what?
I watched
What?
Creep on Netflix.
God, you can really burn through movies when I'm not around,
I
huh?
went to see Happy Death Day with Brenda. I saw
no.
it was some shitty ripoff movie of Oculus on Netflix.
Aw.
And then I watched like 2 other dumb horror movies on like Hulu
Aw.
while you were away. Because back when I lived at home, when I was bored, all I would do was go on whatever streaming service, find a shitty horror movie, and just endlessly watch shitty horror movies. And when you were gone, I immediately reverted back to my survival instincts of just watching shitty horror movie after
Survival
shitty horror
instinct.
movie.
The
Because
instinct
that
to not
was-
want to be bored.
That was how I coped with having nothing to do
Yeah.
when I wasn't at work, when I lived at home still.
Aw.
So that's what I did basically the entire time you were gone. Was I refreshed myself on the more or less entire Saw franchise, and watched horrible horror movies.
Somehow, like, it's the sweetest thing ever, but also, like, the scariest thing ever. It makes me so sad. Because I know there's gonna be longer stretches of time where I'm not around.
And
I don't
I'm
want
sure
you to just
I'll
be
watch
depressed and your life
an
having no meaning.
unbelievable amount of horror movies while you're away.
Aww.
Because that's all I know how to do. Like, don't get me wrong, I did a lot of cooking also. I did a lot of cooking that I wouldn't do when Victor was around because it's not the kind of recipes that would, like, make enough food to satisfy Victor. So I did a lot of cooking also.
Victor needs lots of food.
And I did a lot of schoolwork, but like I can only do schoolwork or cook or like do my part-time job for so long.
Yeah.
And then it's like, especially the nighttime hours where it's nighttime during the school week and I finished my homework or whatever, and I just have time to fill.
Yeah.
And that's when
that
survival
is interesting
instinct
in a way where,
kicks
like,
in. And
I spend more time here without you than you spend without me.
Yes.
Because I tend to be home more.
Right.
And I do, like, when you're not around, I am bored as all fuck. Like, I cannot even live. I'm so bored sitting around the house, and I want to die. But, I guess, like, that feeling couldn't have set in for me on the trip because I was with people the whole time.
You were doing stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't alone, and I was doing something. So I understand where it set in for you.
Yeah.
But it makes me very sad.
And I mean, to be fair, I went and saw 2 different movies with 2 different friends, and I got dinner with a different friend. So I did something every night.
Yeah.
But that still left me with a lot of time late at night where nothing was going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I reverted back to my survival mode in ye old high school / early college times. Where you
I always get
whatever.
Like, I think watching random movies is like the most empty feeling to me.
It's horrible. It's awful.
I can't stand when I'm watching something and I know no one else, like, I'm not sharing it with anyone. Like, no one will give a shit about this movie that I watched. I can't talk about it with anyone. Like, I just imagine you watching this stuff and it's like, it's not good. You're not really getting anything out of it. You're not going to talk about it ever again, you know? It's just like something that goes into the void.
It truly is. Like,
So, like,
every fucking Saw movie I watched, fucking gone.
Yeah.
Saw is nothing.
It's like,
It's
I would never watch a
completely
shitty
void.
movie without you there to experience it with me.
I mean, I would say Happy Death Day wasn't a waste of time because I watched it with somebody else, and so we memed on it. But the Saw movies, the Oculus ripoff, I watched like a couple episodes of that horrible Spike TV series of The Mist. That was horrible.
Oh, sure, that's just great.
It was lovely.
Didn't know there was a Spike TV series of The Mist. Why does it need to be a series?
That's a good question. One that I did not find the answer to in the series.
Is it just because The Walking Dead is basically a ripoff of The Mist? And so, they were like, oh, well, let's make a show of The Mist.
No.
Okay.
But, I will say, I watched the movie Creep on Netflix, and it actually, it was almost unnerving for me, because the story is very close to something that you have experienced.
I experienced.
Yes. So the premise of the movie Creep is that there is an amateur videographer.
Oh no.
And he's hard up for work, so he checks like Craigslist, and he finds a guy who has made a listing and says he has like terminal cancer, and he wants someone to come out to his house and make a documentary about him.
Nice.
And immediately I'm kind of like, huh.
Well, it's like my entire life lately.
All right. So, of course, the guy offers to pay $1,000 for this guy to come out for a day and shoot this little documentary about him. So, of course, the guy takes the job because he needs the money. And he goes out there alone, and of course the house is in the middle of the fucking wilderness, you know, mountains, bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
And slowly throughout the movie, this guy continues to show that he's, of course, unhinged. And this guy, in appearance and mannerisms, reminds me so much of Mayor Ben.
Oh,
and I'm just
God.
like, oh my God.
No,
this could have been
why?
Victor and Mayor Ben. This could have been Victor if Mayor Ben had decided he wanted to be... Because, like, what happens is he spends the day with the guy, And the whole time the guy is like really weird and off kilter, and you can tell he's just not well adjusted, and like the guy is clearly becoming super attached to the videographer and considers him a really close like best friend.
Oh god, it's like the same thing.
It's literally the same thing that happened to you, Victor. So he starts considering this guy like his best friend, and when the day ends, the videographer's like trying to leave, and the guy's like, "No, yeah, stay and have a drink with me. Stay and have a drink."
Shit I don't like.
And the guy totally like drugs him and and forces him to like stay at his house.
Does he rape him?
No, he doesn't.
Unrealistic.
But true. But the next day, the videographer guy is like, yeah, that was fucking creepy. I'm out. So he goes home, and the Mayor Ben of the movie starts like breaking into his house while he's sleeping and filming him sleeping.
What the fuck?
And he sends him like a heart locket and stuff.
Give me a fucking break, dude.
And so the videographer guy starts reporting him to the police, and he's like, "Dude, you can't do this. This is extremely, creepy, and I'm not about this life." And so the Mayor Ben guy is like, "Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I really just wanted to consider you a friend, and I understand if I went too far, and I'm really sorry. I just want you to come meet me at this park and just talk to me so that we can sort all this out." And so of course the videographer guy then starts feeling bad because he feels like this guy is being super genuine, and that he really
it's just
was
like
just
my life.
Yeah, it's exactly like Mayor Ben and Victor.
Oh my god.
And he's like, he feels really bad for him because he doesn't have anybody and he's obviously gonna die, and he's like, well, maybe he's just really socially maladjusted and he doesn't know like how to express himself. So he goes to this park to meet and talk to this guy one more time, and the guy fucking murders him.
Nice.
Mayor Ben murders the videographer.
He just gets murdered?
Yeah, he just murders the videographer, and then he reveals that the Mayor Ben guy had been like taping him and had kept every tape, and he had had taped him like murdering the videographer guy, and he was just like, at the end, it's just the Mayor Ben character talking to the camera, and he's just like, you know what I liked about you, videographer guy? The whole time, you believed that I was a good person. And I was just like,
Jesus.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
It's just
like, too
it's
close to home,
that shit that actually could have happened to Victor. Because Victor's too good of a boy, and he believes that everybody is inherently good.
I believe that the boys are good. Ooh, this is a good vista.
A vista.
Let's go into photo mode. Wow.
Photo.
Oh
my fucking god.
Like a window. That's not the lyrics, is it?
Nope.
Wake me up! Wake me up so I can't wake up! Wake me up!
Save me!
Save me from the dark!
Call my name and save me from the dark. Get it right!
Call my name and save me from the dark!
Wake me up! I can't wake up! Save me!
Save me from the nothing I become!
Oh my god. Fuck.
I was living a lie!
There's nothing inside! Who's this guy?
To life!
Help!
Wait, I gotta... Shit, I gotta...
Ah!
Bring me
Stop.
to life! works. All right.
Oh,
You guys get the idea.
Help.
Wake me up inside. Ooh, a clue.
Aw.
There's a dot. Where's he at?
Pochi, I think is his
Oh
name.
yeah, he was in the water place. Poochie.
Pochi. He's cute.
Yeah. All right. What were we talking about?
I was talking about how I watched a movie
'Cause
about
I'm
you.
a creep.
Yes.
I'm a rapist.
Ah,
Won't you dangle my penis?
Stop.
Dangle my penis.
Stop. But also while you were
Wait, check this out. I
gone.
gotta fucking jump on people. Aren't these people fucking weird, man? It's fantastic. They're all wearing hats. They were like, what do people in New York wear for hats? Oh, they wear fedoras. Give them all fedoras. This is Wall Street.
Suits and hats.
Super
and
Wall
hats.
Street brothers.
Super Wall Street brothers.
Ladies suits. Ladies can wear suits. Anyways, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's
You
a
were
power
about
suit.
to start on something and I started
sure
being
was.
a fucking retard.
I sure was. Anyway, but while you were gone, I did go see Koe no Katachi in theaters.
Whoa,
Which
what's that
was-
in English?
It's a silent voice slash the shape of a
Oh.
voice is like the direct
Oh.
translation.
Yeah, I've heard people talk about a silent voice.
Yes, it's which was fucking great. I loved it. I know Conrad and May already did like an hour and a half thing where they talked about it, so
I
I
see.
won't get into like hella detail.
And I haven't seen it. So
And
don't
Victor
spoil
has
it
not
for
seen
me.
it,
Yeah.
and I really think you will enjoy it when you do get to see it. So I don't
Yeah.
want to spoil it for
Won't make me
you.
cry and be like, I love you.
It might.
Okay.
Um,
So it's gonna be like Her, but anime.
no, it's not
Okay.
a story about me. Not at all. Basically, for those of you who don't know, the basic premise of Koe no Katachi is it's about a guy named Ishida, and when he was in elementary school, he was a shitty little snot-nosed brat, and
this
he
dubbed?
No, thank God
Aw,
it was not
man.
dubbed. Victor, no, this is no.
Hey man, sometimes there's those like high budget anime dubs.
No, absolutely not.
Vic Mignogna.
Oh my God, Victor.
Alright, I'm sorry. Continue.
Yes, shut up. But basically it's about this shitty little middle school, or I guess he's in elementary school at the beginning of the show, named Ishida, and he they get a transfer student into a class. It's this cute little girl, and she's deaf. And of course, elementary school kids, being elementary school kids, a lot of them mercilessly
Yeah.
pick on her.
Because deaf people are gross.
Of course.
Yeah. 'Cause they're
So a lot
also-
of them
they
just
can't talk. They go like, blah, 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 blah.
mercilessly shit on her. They torture her in all sorts of very unfortunate ways. But she never fights back. You know, she never actually does anything to stop them until finally she does tell, or her mom finds out, and this brings the faculty of the school
No!
to address the situation. And basically, even though the entire class had been kind of participating in bullying this girl, they let all the blame fall on Ishida. And he had been doing some of the most aggressive bullying.
Yeah.
But basically, he becomes completely ostracized from the entirety of the class, and it completely
Jesus.
alters his personality growing up. And I won't get into how, because I want you to watch the movie. But it goes from there where they meet up again as kids who are about to graduate high school.
And now she's all hot. Am I wrong? Is she all hot now?
Here's the thing. I have read the entire manga for Koe no Katachi.
I see.
And then I saw the movie, which is, of course, done by KyoAni. And KyoAni takes the character designs from the manga and makes everybody unbelievably cute.
Yeah, ridiculously hot because
Everybody.
that's what they do. Every character is unbelievably gorgeous in all of their shows.
In the manga, I can't say I was like particularly aesthetically attracted to any of the character designs. The main girl had a decent enough design, but like Ishida is meant to kind of look like a little shit. And when he gets older, he just kind of looks awkward in my opinion. In the anime, he's the cutest motherfucker. I'm just like, oh my god, this guy. All of his
Wow.
expressions, all of his mannerisms, the way his face is just the cutest. It's adorable. KyoAni does an amazing job making him so damn empathetic. You're just like,
they know how to do
this
the market for
boy.
women.
This fucking boy. They do an excellent job in making him a character that you want him to do better and to be happy. And they improve all the other characters' designs as well. The main girl is much cuter.
Does she talk?
She does. And I don't know if they found like an actually deaf voice actress to voice her, but they do the deaf voice. She doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah, because
but she talks a little bit. Yeah, because it's not hot.
Joking. I'm giving you like the Dick Masterson mentality take on is she hot? Yeah. But yeah, but you don't want to hear her talk.
He didn't ask her about her dad, so that's why he didn't get to score.
He doesn't get to fuck her in the end?
Anyway. But spoiler alert.
Cuck-tetchy.
That's very true. Spoiler alert, both me and my friend cried multiple times during the movie.
Aww.
For various reasons. And this brings me into another topic because I cried at multiple parts for different kinds of reasons. It wasn't always because something was super tragic. Sometimes it was I guess there was a different range of emotion.
Were there happy cries?
There were happy cries, but and then there was also like, you know, the very dramatic, tragic, heart-wrenching kind of cries.
Yeah.
And you know, the kind of cry that you don't get the kind of cry very often that comes at the end of a show where the resolution is just so good that you cry.
It's the Eureka 7 cry.
It's for me it's the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood cry, because that's the kind of cry that I had when I finished Brotherhood. Oh, I fucking I think there's Brotherhood and the end of the new Hunter x Hunter anime.
Oh yeah.
Big cries. The Hunter x Hunter anime, I was like bawling in my room by myself, so that was pretty bad. It was an intense cry. But Koi no Katachi has a lot of different emotions to experience, and it's really quite nice to because you don't get that a lot, you know, you don't get to experience a lot of sincere, genuine emotion in any media, really. A lot of things are kind of superficial, but every once in a while, stuff like this comes around, and it really makes you feel. And I remember, like, walking out of the theater and driving home, like, it had put me into an entire different mood than anything I had been in earlier in that day. Like, the tone that the movie left out on, and the emotions that it had evoked in me stayed with me for like a couple hours after the movie. And I think that's a sign that you really successfully adapted and executed a piece of media that resonates with somebody.
Yeah.
When I can feel the remnants of that emotion for the next couple hours, then you did good. You did good, kid.
I simultaneously feel bad because you're making such great points, and I want to take you very seriously in this moment. But I'm also thinking about Koi no cock and balls. And I've been so distracted by that, and I'm so sorry.
This is why I don't try to create good content for Digibro.
No, I love you. I'm sorry. Koi no cock and balls.
Because I'll sit there and think really hard about media that's resonated with me.
Well,
and I'll make all these super emotional points, and then
you
Victor
did a
will be
really
like,
good job.
Koi no cock and balls.
You did a really good job. But I also haven't seen the movie, and I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't want to. I don't want to get into it too much because I don't want to spoil it for you. Because I want you to watch it.
I wish we had watched the movie already.
Well, the movie's you can't. It's not out yet. I can't watch it with you yet.
You can't find it illegally anywhere?
It's still in theaters here. It's not out on DVD, so we're not going to be able to, like... I mean, I don't know. I didn't look.
Yeah.
That's the first thing, is I didn't look.
Yeah. I don't know. I get what you're saying with the good media feeling.
That's how you know that you've consumed a piece of media that's really special.
Yeah.
It's not something that, oh, that was a good show. I really enjoyed that. It's the kind of thing that leaves a mark on you, you know?
Kind of felt that a little bit with this game. And I'm not saying it's as amazing as all that, but like when I got to the end of this game, it wasn't just like, oh, all right, I guess I gotta go find a new video game to play. It was just kind of like, man, I'm sad that this experience is over, you know? Like, it was really fun. It was super fun to explore everything, and then when I'd seen everything, it was like, oh, man. There it goes. I can't get it back. I can't get that first experience back, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the end of this game is just so fucking cool and satisfying that you're just like, this Mario's over. Don't make another one.
Over.
It's just done. It's over. You're not gonna do better than this. Whatever comes after this is just gonna be disappointing, you know? It was a good time.
Yeah.
The Gurren Lagann feeling where you're just like, oh my god,
yeah.
that's it. That's the end. This is the penultimate anime.
That's another one. Good point. I remember distinctly when we were younger and what was it? Yeah, we went to, I think, Katsucon together.
Yeah,
and we watched the Gurren Lagann movies.
You hadn't seen the movies yet.
And watching finishing the second Gurren Lagann movie, and then ending that anime convention gave me a very similar kind of like bittersweet.
It was nice.
Nostalgia. Like it was a really good feeling. It was bittersweet, but it felt good.
I'm glad it finally that movie finally got you like on board with Gurren Lagann when you weren't really before. And I was just like, how do you not think this is the most amazing thing ever? And then you were like, yeah, that movie was fantastic. I was like, okay, sweet. You finally get it.
That's
and then you ended up cosplaying Yoko, and it was like, all right, yes, you're on board. You understand Gurren Lagann now. Cool.
That was a similar experience.
Nah.
Good job.
Fucking jump ropes.
But yes, that Brotherhood, Hunter x Hunter, a couple Steven Universe episodes have gotten me in that way as well.
Yeah.
Do you have any
the end of
media
Homestuck
like that?
Act 2, where they did the cool animation, or is that Act 3? Where, you know, the peak of Homestuck, where there was a video game and like a fucking 15-minute animation. You're like, man, this is amazing. What happened? What the fuck happened?
What happened, Homestuck? What happened,
What happened is
Hamsteak?
that they got too much text and I stopped reading it, and that's what happened.
Victor, don't read.
Ah.
Do you have any media that is like that for you, Victor?
Gurren Lagann's the biggest one, you know? And there's like, you know, when I watched Eureka 7 when I was like 14, I don't know if it still do that now, but like, I cried so fucking much at the end of Eureka 7. Like, it wasn't until after it was over. Like, it wasn't during the final scenes or anything. It was once it was over, then I just fucking broke down, because I loved it so damn much. And it was just such a happy, wonderful ending. And you're just like, fuck, man. Oh, this is the dumbest shit, yes.
Nice.
You control this guy, and he controls this frustrating fucking RC car. Once you come back, you can unlock the RC race, where that guy's standing over there, and then you do a whole course track. God.
Oh boy, this looks fun.
I'm like so dyslexic with this.
Nice.
It's like they had such a simple challenge, but they knew it was going to be hard as shit because it controls retardedly. God.
Nice.
Anyways, yeah, Eureka 7, fucking classic master. Oh, now I can go in here. Cool.
Do you think it's immoral for Mario to be possessing other humans?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they weren't wearing hats, so they basically were asking for it.
Oh, that's true.
That's what they get.
Victim blaming.
Yeah.
You sure are a car.
Anyways, Feels Media. I don't know, man.
Feels Media. And I guess not just, not necessarily just,
Shit that made you cry.
visual media.
Okay.
There's also, music and such things as well. Cause, I can...
Ah, what the? God damn it! I
Oop.
jumped off him right.
Oh, no.
Ah, okay.
Nice. Cause I can remember, there are a couple of songs that even the first time I listened to them, definitely made me tear up or cry.
Really?
Yes.
What would those be?
Definitely one of them was, I remember when, Carrie Pamu Pamu released her music video for, Yume no Hajime Ring Ring, and, watching that music video made me cry, because in the music video, it's Carrie going through each of her stages of development as a musical artist, and you can see all like her previous costumes and the previous iterations. And for me, that was a big deal because getting into Carrie Pamu Pamu and seeing the, you know, she was super girly but also super weird and had this whole, you know, uniqueness about her, was part of what really encouraged me to let myself be girly and start, you know, expressing myself how I wanted to.
I remember this time.
And so seeing her, you know, seeing this music video where she says goodbye to all the past iterations of herself really resonated with me, and it made me like cry watching it. Because that was, you know, I felt that. That was me.
I love that. That video made you cry. It's adorable. You're the best.
It's just something that, I don't think anyone else in the world probably cried watching that music
Probably
video.
not.
But I did, because
But
it had a lot of meaning to me
it's
personally.
It's great that you did cry.
And, then also there is, the Baby Ghost song, Choose Your Own Adventure.
That song is fucking
Which,
wonderful.
I was literally just in my car, driving somewhere the first time I heard it. I had literally just never heard it before. And when I was listening to it and I started, like, really listening to the lyrics and, like, thinking about it, and I just started crying.
Oh my god.
So it was just, like...
that song does make me tear up sometimes.
So relevant. It just feels so much like... I can completely understand that song. It's such a good song. Oh,
and
it's
then
so
ironically
good.
I
Makes
put
me
it
cry.
to the footage of us in DC. And so it's my favorite song ever because it reminds me of that. That makes me tear up when I listen to it.
It's such a good song.
Because it reminds me of loving you. I love
Gay
you. I'm a faggot.
Faggot!
We'll play that song out of fucking. Can that be our song?
I figured that was a given.
Fucking Shade and Amber's one of their songs is what that fucking Daft Punk song.
Which
you
one?
Might not be the right one.
That's gay.
Yeah, I was like,
Our song's way cooler.
Something About Us is what it's called. And I was just like, yeah, that's like a very you know, sure, that sounds like it would be someone's song.
We have the superior song.
Yes, we have a song that isn't sappy. And I don't agree with the message of that song at all. I think it's awful.
The Daft Punk song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because it's like, it's saying you might not be the right one, this might not be the right time, but there's just something about us.
Yeah, that's
just something
pretty
about
dumb.
us.
That's
it's like,
stupid.
I don't buy that. No.
Those lyrics...
It's
why would you want those lyrics to apply to
basically
your
like-
relationship that you want
yeah.
to last forever? Like, what?
To me, it's almost like phoning it in, you know?
Phoning
like,
it in.
you're probably not the best person for me, but
But,
I don't know. You're all right.
man, that, I don't know, man. Yeah, stuff like that. I never thought I would be the kind of person that felt like, we have a song,
Yeah.
but,
Aw.
Choose Your Own Adventure is just so perfect.
Oh, well, I'm glad you feel that way because I completely feel that way, 100%. That song is my life.
If you, just the lyrics.
Everyone go
lyrics,
listen to
that
Choose Your
song,
Own Adventure by Baby
so
Ghost.
Good. Oh, it's 100% exactly how I feel all the time.
It's wonderful. Just wonderful. I don't even think I know the lyrics, but I like the lyrics that I do know. It's
It's literally a song about, it's just kind of a song about always being there for somebody, and even if bad things happen and you're having a hard time, then you're gonna be there to support that person. And even if you're both monsters, at least you have each other.
Yeah, I'm cuddling. You guys can't see it, but I
you
cuddled.
Can't see it,
I hardcore
but
cuddled.
Victor
Fuck, I'm looking for this last fucking dude. I think he's up on this roof, and I keep forgetting that that's what I'm looking for, and like doing other shit. Whatever.
Nice. 10 out of 10. Well, this episode has been 35 minutes long.
Oh, okay.
you wanna?
So hold on. Let's go find this guy.
Touch this guy. Touch this guy.
We gotta touch this guy. Explain touch this guy.
Touch this guy is a meme literally nobody knows except for me and Victor from the anime Shiki.
Yes.
Which is a horror anime about vampires.
We watched it together. Man.
We watched it together when we
used
were
to watch anime together
in high school.
Yeah.
And there was a scene where they were burying a dead body, and I don't remember exactly what happened.
He
but
just
we were
said, touch this guy.
Yeah, the guy
like,
was just like, touch this guy, and we were like, touch this guy. So touch this guy.
It's just amazing. You just touch this guy.
Touch this guy.
I
do actually enjoy Shiki though. You guys, if you like horror anime,
Shiki was
go
fun.
watch
I remember it
Shiki.
being retarded, but like a lot of fun.
It's got a really cool art style that you won't get anywhere else, so enjoy that.
Yeah, I got the moon. I like how you just find these guys and they just give you a moon. Great.
Hey, you found me.
And then you get like the whole fucking graphic and everything. It's like, why do you give me that one when like nothing's happening?
Because you got all the musicians, dude.
Alright, so now we gotta go underground and turn the power on for the festival.
Do you want to break here?
Yes.
Okay.
After I run into a wall.
That's a perfect way to end an episode about being gay
and then Mario starts
sentimental.
dancing.
Gay
Very
and
clean.
sentimental.
Getting sentimental.
Getting
melt. Getting melt. God damn, this fucking stupid thing keeps popping up on my computer. I can't close it. Stop the recording.